This giant rat bullied his opponent, crossing every single line imaginable. But what happened next shocked everyone. This is fighting is art. Let me tell you the story. In March 2019, a fight happened that had everyone in the arena on the edge of their seats. The bully, Julius, the towering Inferno Long, is a real-life monster who stands at an unbelievable height of 7 foot 2 inches and has an insane 91-inch reach, arguably the longest arm reach in boxing history. Hence why the cocky American boxer always tried to humble his opponents. The giant had a reputation for disrespect, and he taunted his smaller opponents in the ring due his physical advantage with hardly any consequence. In March 2019, Hemi the Heat Ohio, a small New Zealand heavyweight with an innate killer instinct, was the chainsaw man who volunteered to cut down the giant. Barely standing at 6 foot, Ohio was undefeated with a record of 16 wins, with 11 of them coming by finish, and earning the nickname the Tongan Tyson due to his height and ferocity. The small heavyweight could pass for a cruiserweight, and after surviving a stab attack while a teenager, he internalized his pains through boxing and fought with a mean intention, rising to world title contender level. Like the story of David and Goliath in the Bible, the height difference was frightening, and Long had almost 20 inches in reach advantage. But the giant also developed a reputation for trash talk.
That's right, buddy. Tomorrow night, when it comes on and I get you in the ring, you ain't gonna have to worry about no heat, because I'm gonna bring some oil for you and a little cooking grease, and I'm gonna turn up the heat. And I got a couple of pies in my bag I want you to warm up, because when the heat comes down, I'm the Tower Inferno. I bring the real heat.
Long had been in the ring with absolute killers like Samuel Peters. No wonder the part-time professional chef thought he had the skills to turn off the heat, and he was already planning his post-fight bucket of KFC.
I'm gonna take him to KFC after the fight, retirement meal.
In the weigh-ins, Julius showed his overconfident personality, coming in at 320 pounds. When the giant saw that he outweighed Ohio by nearly 100 pounds, he acted surprised, pretending not to know of his incredible weight advantage, and let out a wicked smile. The Titan acted dismissively, turning his back to his short opponent. And during the face-off, Julius tried to intimidate Ohio with fake punches, but the Tongan Tyson remained unmoved and unshaken, promising to do the talking with his fists in the ring. It was a lesson for the ages. From the onset, Ohio gauged the distance and timing with quick in and out movements like Tyson in the 80s.
First of 8 rounds, Hemi Ahio will want to get inside. The key factor out of Julius Long's 18 wins is 14 KOs, Monty.
Punch, enough power there to drop any heavyweight in the division, and of course the range.
The New Zealander tried to close the distance with big movements.
Well, he's just trying to line up that right hand shoulder. There's a nice little left hook right hand.
Finally, Long showed his power and released one punch, but was still being violated in the clinch.
The frame with that right hand, that was a little slow, but that's what he's trying to land.
Right, don't hold, work out of there.
Uppercut left hook from Ahio on that break.
Left hand got the respect of the giant.
Squared up, doubled up with the right hand from a southpaw position. Now left hand. There's that uppercut. Be very careful not to wander into that. Staying in that southpaw position.
At the end of the first round, the giant, oblivious to what his future awaits, did more to intimidate his opponent than the 3 minutes before, with more trash talks.
A lot of talk from Big Julius. Really talking it up. He's a man.
Looking like Lennox Lewis's fat basement-dwelling brother, Long unleashed his jabs.
Beautiful work from Hemi.
Ahio changing angle, switch.
But the Tongan now increased the tempo, and he unleashed devastation at this point.
Big punch to come now. Ahio beating him to the...
Beautiful.
Heavy shots from Hemi Ahio. Really starting to roll.
But the giant fought like he was trying to minimize the reach advantage, resting against the ropes and choosing to fight in the clinch.
Remembering We had issues with fouls earlier on in the night. Ahio just got clipped by a left hand there. Be good to see him shoe shine a little. Oh, there's a decent left hand again from Julius Lloyd-Long. And the uppercut on the inside.
Break. Okay. Well, return set.
Sledgehammer jab from the right hand position, lands a good left hand though, Long. And you can see he's starting.
Throwing punches like he was in a dream.
And again, there's that framing from Julius Long. Back. Digs down low. Long looking for the...
But it was a strategy. The Giant's punches landed incredibly heavy.
As that frame comes with the clubbing shots, and he'll try it again. Now here he needs to be very cautious of that. Clubbing shots back from Long. They're exchanging blows.
Every time he eludes a punch too, not that time though. It saps the energy.
Long starting to fire back.
Long humiliated his opponent even further, holding his head like a baby too small to reach him, and he trash-talked his rival while showing off that he couldn't be stopped.
Most mobile a fighter doesn't always need to be there bombing away. Sometimes he can get out into space.
Him having a laugh himself. Getting sucked into showmanship. Oh, left hook.
Rather than going to his corner, the Giant decided to mock his opponent a bit more, showing total disrespect.
It's going to become an interesting round. He's landing a lot of shots. He's talking a lot of smack.
Finally, playing possum paid off, and a big right hand sent Ahio crashing to the canvas.
Look for that overhand left there. Ahio's just getting predictable there. He's starting to do the same thing. It was more of a push down.
At this point, the fight became a war as Ahio sought revenge.
Julius Long is really landing those clubbing shots from the outside. Ahio is landing shots, but they no longer seem to have as much impact as they did earlier.
Nice but destructive hooks at the end of the round 4 made the towering Inferno feel super confident, and at this point, the Tough Islander was at the edge of abyss.
Again, from the southpaw position, he's had some success from there tonight.
But as they say, pride comes before a fall, or in this case, a pounding before a massive crash to the canvas. The Tongan Tyson added torque to his punches.
Bubba's in ringside, heavy blows.
The accuracy of these blows being accepted. Relentless in his approach coming forward. I think Julius Long will be...
There's a big shot, and he rocks back onto the ropes. Again, that was from that southpaw stance.
He started to chop the Giant to pieces.
Gate and then letting him walk straight into it. Nice chop. Him with the heel goes to work now. Julius Long in his favoured position in the corner on the ropes.
He's starting to throw just the single shot at the moment. He's starting to try and put his comps together.
Julius refused to fight in the center like a man, but Ahio didn't hold back.
Heavy mouse underneath it. I'd like to see him just change angle a little bit rather than just walk straight back in. Now he's starting to string the shots together.
After smartly using his head to block uncountable punches, Long's right eye swole up, requiring a check by a physician.
Let's take a close look at Long's face. A real mouse underneath his right eye.
By round 7, the heat had weakened the Giant, and every hook and uppercut was landing with mean intentions.
With some huge shots, Ahio. There's a little uppercut there from Long. Just a reminder, you've got to still stay sharp. Uppercut left hook from Ahio. Chopping shots. Julius.
Since karma is unavoidable, the Tongan Tyson found the Giant's weak spot with massive left hooks that stunned Long.
Calling for Ahio to step back. Another left hand landed from the southpaw stance.
He's holding on, he's wobbled, he's
There
down.
he is.
Doing his best David II impression, a powerful left hook by Ahio landed on Long's power button and sent all 330 pounds crashing in the canvas, his head smashing on the mat and immediately confirming he had journeyed in the shadow realm. The one unbelievable left hook was the end of the fight, and all the giant at this point confused the canvas for his mattress.
Forward. Finally, Ahio with a succession of left hooks.
After this fight, Long's career as a boxer went downhill with only 18 wins in 44 fights. But even at 7 foot 1 inch, he was more titty than man. On the other hand, the Heat's record since the fight is 5 wins and 1 loss, their showdown being strong evidence that size doesn't win fights.
He's still on his back, center ring.
If you enjoyed this video and would love to see more videos on cocky fighters getting punished, then subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe and drop a like. Thanks. Goodbye.